This next question is, how do you get your first bid accepted on Upwork? Getting your first bid accepted on Upwork is one of the most challenging bids because you have no reviews, you have no record really. There's no quantifiable metrics that a client can rely on when they're looking for you. So you really need to figure out, okay, what are the essential parts of my profile that I need to make sure are on point. And so that's mainly, your profile, your bio, your pictures, your portfolios, any past history, any education. They really give you a lot of room on there, and I have a lot of different videos that go through how to create the best profile, because ideally, that's what they're going to look at. So the best way to get your first bid accepted is to have a good profile, because that's the next thing that they're going to look at. And when you're going into the actual bids, and I've had a bunch of videos on this too, it's don't just copy and paste a prefabricated bid that you're just sending out over and over again. This will not work, especially right away. So it's going to be very important for you to go into the job posting, find their name, find exactly what they're looking for, and create a nice bid that shows the client that you actually looked at the job posting, and that that what they're looking for, and that you're confident in the fact that you could help them. That's really only a client needs to know, and they need to feel good about you feeling good about the project. And that needs to show itself in the bid, because so many times, and I can show you some examples of this, that the bids are just really, really bad, and they have little to do with the actual job that's being asked. And these connects actually cost money, so you want to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck, and that you are concentrating on every single one that's going out. Again, try to find their name. Try to if it's Nancy posting this job, say, hey, Nancy, this job looks great, blah, blah, blah. Familiarize yourself with them and try to get them to a conversation, or try to graduate them to the next phase where they can then talk to you about the job. It's not like you're going to sell them right away on the bid. Sometimes happens, but most of the time you have to look at this as a relationship building experience. They're just seeing the bid for the first time. You're just presenting yourself for the first time. So how do you nurture that click into the profile where they're going to see all the facts about you, all your information, and then they're going to take action, or maybe message you back and that type of thing. So that's your best approach there, is to work on your profile, concentrate on your bid, and then obviously when you're following up with them, if they do reply, make sure that you come to the table if they want to have a conversation, or if they're messaging back. Just make sure that you're setting up the contract correctly. A lot of times, especially early on, you don't really know how to accept the job, and you're just so psyched to get the first job that you'll just take anything. And just make sure that you don't fall into that trap, because if you get into a bad contract early on, it's not going to be good, especially if you get a bad review, because that can be a really bad 1-2 punch early on. Because if you don't have a lot of reviews and you get the first one and it's just like, this dude is crap, it's not going to be good. You're going to have to you're going to have to really get yourself out of that slump. So hopefully that helps, and thank you so much for the question. Again, that was how do you get your first bid accepted on Upwork? Thanks, guys.